Hey guys, this is Larry with Packmasters Dog Training, and here's Sophia, my 9-year-old daughter. Um, one, one of the big requests that I've had for a video lately is I get a lot of my trainer friends asking me, how do I teach the e-collar to the clients? They have a lot of success with the dogs, but sometimes they can't get through to their clients how to use the e-collar properly. So one of the things that I do with all my clients is I kind of do a little role playing to where they start off holding the collar and I teach them the timing and the feeling of the collar, and then I hold the collar and they work me like I'm the dog. It sounds real corny. I'm going to show you here in a second. But the whole purpose behind it is it really shows the client the timing and the feeling of the e-collar. Okay, I stopped doing this for a little while because I hated doing it. It was kind of corny, role playing with the client, holding the leash. But to be honest with you, when I stopped doing that, people had a much tougher time understanding how to use it properly. So doing it this way, they get to make all the mistakes on me. I don't want them making mistakes on the dog. So we do it this way. They can make as many mistakes as they want while I'm holding the collar, and it's just a much quicker way to teach it properly and a lot less stress on the dog. And I finally went ahead and got a CB so you guys can hear the timing of it. That was another request I've had. They like to hear the timing. So right now you'll hear when I use it as just a tap. I still use the continuous button, but as a tap it's going to sound like this. Okay, that's a tap. When I hold it down as a continuous, you'll hear it like this. So this way you'll hear everything that I'm doing, and I'll try to keep this very short and to the point, but just to give you an idea, okay? And Sophia recently came to me and showed some interest. She's been around dogs her whole life. She does really well with the dogs, but she asked me about maybe teaching her how to use the e-collar. So I'm going to start off with Sophia, just like she's a new client, and we'll teach her real slowly. And we're going to just simulate like I have food on me, because when I condition a brand new dog with the e-collar, I almost always use food, okay? Ne popo, okay? So it's e-collar and food together. And let's get started and I'll show you. So just like if Sophia was the dog, same thing we do with the dog or a new client. Put this in your palm of your hand, Sophia. You're going to hold it like that. Close your hand, okay? Don't move your hand, okay? And you keep it just like that. Don't make it tight or loose, or you don't hold it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off at the lowest level, number one, and I'm going to start tapping. And you tell me when you feel something, okay? All right, I'm going to start. You tell me when you feel anything. You feel that? Okay, hold. Don't. No, 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 don't move it. Don't move it. Okay, keep it right there. Still hold it. Do you feel that? Okay. The reason I told Sophia not to move her hand is because if she loosens up and regrips or put it in another part of her hand, she may feel it stronger. She may not feel it at all. Okay, so depending on where you have the collar placed, just like on the dog, on the neck, it'll feel different in every spot. Okay, so you want to be really consistent. So she's going to hold it right there. Excuse me, Renzo. Okay, that's my little boy getting in on the video. So I just want you to know, on the mini educator here, e-collar technologies, Sophia finally felt something on a number 19. A 19. My Luca, my insane, crazy, high drive Malinois works on a 3, a 4, around distractions, maybe a 6 to a 10, but that's how gentle this is and how easily it transmits. And did that hurt?
Not really.
What did that feel like?
Like there's a cramp.
Like there's okay, ready? You're going to feel it again. Feel a little tingle? Okay, that's Sophia's working level. So now we found her working level. Don't move it in your hand, Sophia. The way I start off is she holds the leash in the other hand, and I want you to just follow my instructions, okay? Okay, so just do what I want you to do. So just like I do with the dog, the way I start off with the client, I use a 15-foot lead. I have food on my side. Sometimes dogs aren't going to have any interest in food, but this is the way that we start. So I'm going to give Sophia the command. I'm going to say, Sophia, here, okay? And then I'm going to tap the button, just a tap. You'll hear it. The second she starts to head my way. Not when she gets halfway to me or when she gets to me. The second she starts to head my way, I say yes, and then I reward when she gets there. Although I'm not really rewarding, just so you guys get the picture. So it looks like this, okay? The very first thing I do with the dog, and I teach the client just like this. Don't anticipate, okay? So it'll be, Sophia, here, yes, and then I reward, okay? Get back over there, babe. And now, I'm using the leash. We always use the leash. And what I will do, this time, one more time regular. Sophia, here, yes, and then I reward. Now this time what I want you to do, Sophia, is when I say here, take a few seconds, 3-4 seconds, don't listen to me right away, just stand there, okay? And this is how we work on that, guys. And now mind you, this is how we're teaching a client. So it's Sophia here, yes, okay? See, she didn't come right away. So I don't get on the button, I don't go, you know, all crazy. It's just a tap, tap, tap. At the same time, straight line, light pressure. So we're guiding her with the leash. So again, take a little longer this time. Don't come to me right away, okay? So it looks like this. Sophia here. Yes, good job. Okay, but you see, straight line pressure, tap, tap, tap. We don't give the command again, all right? We just work it through that way. Now, this time, this is what we're gonna do. This time you come to me right away, but when you get about halfway, oh man, so you see something more interesting, and you start going that way, okay? And then when I tap again, you'll come to me, because the dogs do this quite a bit, all right? So we give her the 15-foot line, okay? Sophia here. Yes. Oh, she changed her tap. Good. Then she gets her reward. But see, I didn't give the command again. And a lot of dogs are going to do that. They're going to get halfway and say, oh, man, no, I'd rather go over there. I don't give the command again. I just... And as soon as the dog turns back, then gets the reward. Let's do that again. Okay? Okay? And now this time, when you get halfway, you start going that way. Stay going that way a little bit. Okay? Till I have to pull on you in the leash. Sophia here. Yes. Oh, change her mind. So there she goes. Then I'd get the reward. But you see, I'm not saying, I'm not pulling, I'm just guiding with the leash, okay? That's one way. And don't move that in your hand. Again, this is just really basic, guys. But I need to show the client, for one, what the stimulation feels like. If the client refuses to hold this, then I'm not training their dog with an e-collar. Period. They have to understand what it feels like, okay? Now, the other thing we're going to do, you guys can go back. I'm not going to cover everything here. I've done the e-collar tutorials. There's a couple you can go look. There's other people that have done good tutorials. I'm just showing you so you could hear the timing. The whole purpose of this, like you guys asked, is for me to show you how I teach the client. I don't care if I'm the best dog trainer on the planet, and if I keep your dog for 2 months and I just make it a superstar. If I can't teach you how to continue to work with the dog properly, it's useless. I have to show you the proper way. I can't teach your dog, throw you an e-collar and say, okay, here's the commands, press the button. It doesn't work that way. I want you to be the best handler possible and learn how to use this tool properly, okay? Okay, move back a little, Sophia. Now, you see me teaching her with the tap after the command. Now this time we do it a little differently, like I condition all the dogs 2 ways. This time I'm going to hold the button down and then say Sophia here, and the second she comes my way, I release the pressure from the e-collar and I reward. So it looks like this. You're going to come to me when I call, okay? Sophia here. Yes. Okay. Ne po po. The negative is the sensation for the e-collar, okay? The first positive is her turning off the stimulation from the e-collar, and then the next positive is the reward. We don't reward forever with food. Like I said, this is during the whole teaching, the conditioning phase. Again, so it looks like this. I press it down, Sophia here, yes! Stimulation goes off, yes at the same time, she gets her reward. Now, move back a little bit. One more time we're going to do it like that. This time, don't come right away. Count in your head like 5 seconds, okay? So it's Sophia here. Yes. Good job. That's not hurting you, right? Just like a little tingle. Like I said, that's a level 19. Bruno, my Rottweiler, works on much lower than that. Okay? Very, very gentle stimulation. This was the first level that Sophia felt it on. Just like with the dog, we work and train and teach at the lowest level possible. Period. Couple of big mistakes. People get rid of the leash real quick. Okay? Don't do that. Use this 15-foot lead. Again, hey Renzo. There's Renzo. Okay, so again, we hold it down. Sophia here. Yes, good job. Now, mind you, like if you go back and watch the tutorial, Sophia or the dog or the client, they already know the marker word, yes. That builds speed. So when she starts to head my way and I say yes, just like how the dogs operate, they get faster. They know yes means something's good going. Okay, so in the beginning, we're doing this every time, using the commands, rewarding. Then very quickly, sometimes less than a week, sometimes a couple weeks, depends on the dog and the owner's ability to teach. But very quickly, we'll go to the intermittent stage where we're not using the e-collar or rewarding every time. Again, the final goal here is to have the dog to always respond to the verbal command. So when you're out in public or a park, the e-collar is there. The final goal, the big picture, is that e-collar is there only for when you need it, just in case of an emergency. And you have to teach it properly for that. So if you have the dog and it decides to take off after a rabbit, and your dog loves to chase rabbits, you can't work on a level 19 and get your dog to stop chasing that rabbit. If that's the lowest level that your dog feels, and that's what you were able to teach and condition over, no, you have to go out and be on a much higher level. But to be fair, you have to teach on a low level. But this is how I teach the clients. Like I said, guys, it's corny. She's holding the leash, we're role playing. I stopped it for a while, and it was the worst thing I ever did, because this teaches the clients the timing of the e-collar. They understand it much better. So for all my trainer friends out there, or if you're a dog owner who has a trainer that uses an e-collar, try this. I know a lot of you are, but the ones that aren't, please, you'll get through to your clients so much better. I hope this helps. Thanks.